welcome to the Start without reservation. And then if you like it to play again and try something new, there's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you have next time. Thank you for playing. Finally, because your relationship can't get worse. Okay. Time to make our name. Perfect. Okay. We finally made it through here, and now we need hair. I think I like the first one. Oh, no. Number 22 last? So is my first name just Model? Should my first name be Model? Or should I not have a first name? Okay. Perfect. Oh, there's a lot of hair. Oh. Should we go with that one? You can't see me, bro. You can't even see me. Oh. No, not that. They'll say Model now? Oh. I thought they were supposed to... No. That's so weird. Why would they call me Model? Who calls me Model? Okay. There's a lot of... Ooh, there's two-tone? We can do two-tone? I kind of want to do two-tone. With the purple and the black? Then reverse it. Oh. Smalls, he's a track star. You know what? Hold on. Your front color? Can we do white and purple? Wait. Oh. 2 colors of purple? That's kind of dope. Green, gray, white. Ooh, I kind of like that. Wait. Let's do that purple. Not that. Here. No. Two-tone. There we go. There we go. No back hair. I know you like the green. You would like the green. I think we're good. Wait. What kind of skin tones do they have? Oh, no. We'll go with that. Face shape. Chubby. Pointed. Oval. Peach. Square. Round. We'll just go around. Eye shape. Okay. Oh, intense. Okay, lidded. Let's go with that. Yes, I'll fix the name. Where's the purple? Pink, purple. Perfect. Alright. This is weird. But, who the hell calls me Model? Nobody calls me Model. There. Voice name? No. Are we done? Change page. Birthmarks? No. 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 Scars? Nope. Rosy cheeks? No. No freckles. Hand size? There's a hand size? Glasses? Nah, I don't feel like glasses. No, please don't call me Model. That's so weird. Birthmarks? Well, I can't even see the body, so who knows? No birthmarks, no scars, no freckles. Accessory? Necklaces? Should we wear a hat? No, I don't want to wear a hat. Go away. Watches, bracelets. pants, shirts. And then all the options. Nah. I don't wear dresses. You know what? That's good. I'm good with this. I like the face. Begin the prologue. We're here. I know I'd look good in dresses. I look good in everything. But I don't wear them, so... Let's do this. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. Ooh. You gonna put me in a dress? I mean, I know I'm gonna look good. I'm just gonna be slightly uncomfortable. I'm just gonna save. Just to have a save. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. I can put you in whatever outfit I want? Full furry suit. Let's do that. That's what we're doing. Full furry suit. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. You know what? From now on, none of that character customization mattered. We're gonna pretend I'm in a full furry suit at all times. How about that? My character, full furry suit. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was. Most often just said hello. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones. I would say hi back. Yeah, I would say hi back. You enjoy learning all about where they were visiting from and hope to visit those places one day too. Oh my god, you gotta put me in a furry suit? You gotta put my model in a furry suit? Fair. What animal? I don't know. Sloth? I'm a sloth. I got those sloth vibes. But today, there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever, or whatever he is, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your mom calls it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your moms had a talk with you when your big sister Lizzie thought with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. Murder him in the face. You hadn't exactly been listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people? They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. Stranger danger? Stranger danger. You weren't sure about this man yet. Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door. You were pretty interested. You wanted to know more? Nope, I don't. I don't want to know more about the strange man. I'm wary. Why is there some random stranger, some random tourist in front of my fucking house? You slowed down, your mind racing for ideas on how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. There was a split second where your eyes met and you took in a shaky breath, your eyes darting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. Hey! His voice startled you and made you jump, but still, you didn't look at him. You're in your own beach episode. Neat? Also confused? The bird landed on top of a nearby gatepost and its black feathers ruffled against a gentle breeze. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy the beach episode. Have fun at the beach. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way toward you. Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. Still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile. Frozen in place? Your whole body was frozen in place as he approached. I'm still unsure, but okay. The man gives a grin of his own back. A Florida island? Oh, that actually sounds very nice. Yeah, have fun. Enjoy. The man gives a grin of his own back. No, creepy. Oh. Hello, surfer dude. Just random surfer dude. Dolphin snorkeling? Yay! No, please don't get eaten by sharks. Apocalypse! Don't get eaten by sharks! No, seriously, why is he grinning? Why is he looking at me? Do you live around here? What's your name? Wait, can we do the surfer dude voice? Brah. Do you live around here? What's your name? You looked at the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. Yeah, definitely looks like it. Peace out, Apocalypse. Have fun. Gotta talk like you now? Yes, exactly. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. You continue to say nothing. No, I'm not telling you where I live. The hell is wrong with you? If you do... He rubbed the back of his neck uncomfortably, giving you a small smile. Why is a strange man giving me money? No! He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill and crinkled it in his hands as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him. Well. No, that voice threw me off. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad, sorry. I should have let me start over. Yeah, that's not a good look, bro. That's not a good look. You can't just pull out money in front of a kid and be like, can you do me a favor, little bot? Hey there, little bot. Can you just help me? He cleared his throat and stood up straight. From where you were standing, I just made him look creepier. I agree. Man's creepy. Are you trying to pay me? I have a son. His name is Cove. Who's about your age. Yeah, this man should not have a son. That seemed like a strange name for an actual living person to you. Yeah, it is. That is really a weird name. What? You're thinking about how he's obsessed with water? I guess with a name like that, but still. No, that's a weird name. Why would you name your child Cove? But definitely the kind of name someone like this guy would give their kid. We moved in across the street, see. He gestured toward the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be number 22, right? I met your moms earlier, and they told me you were 8, just like him, so... He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance. You can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
Do you mind? But you've got to keep it a secret too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad said to you. You eyed the man. You kind of felt sorry for Cove. Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendships? What? Yeah, seriously, why is mom telling some creepy dude our name? I feel very sorry for Cove. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends, you knew that. What do you say? Want to make a deal? Took the bill. No, I don't want the damn money. I'll be friends with your kids, but seriously, I'm not taking your fucking money. Took a step back from him, clearly refusing to accept the offer. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
It won't be so bad. Even if it's just for this summer, it'd be enough. This dad is weird. Yeah, exactly. That only made this sound more strange to you. Or does it last for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill back into his back pocket and changed the request. I get it. You don't have to. Would you be comfortable with he and I coming by for a normal visit? No money involved. Yeah, I want to meet him. Okay, you can do that. You'd have to ask my mom's. Yeah, you definitely have to ask my mom. But he knows where we live, yes. Like, I'm okay with being friends with your kid, but don't fucking pay me, dude. You know what? Yeah. I'll be friends with your kid. No problem. His smile got bigger again. His eyes crinkled at the sides. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I want him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but... Well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. Maybe you should keep an eye on your kid. Don't accompany him. Yeah, drop him off. You can drop him off and you go away. You go away, creepy dude. He laughed when he said that. But with the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it. Sure thing. Please don't come near us. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends, you know? You knew that, but you were still going to help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head. Paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away. Good! Don't fucking touch me! You moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. Oh, you finally decided to be a dad? Good job. I thought I might come back and it's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, 22. So much. Bye, creepy dude. He jogged off down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Step 1. First sight. This is our first look at the guy. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore, and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. You love to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and the sea serpents. You mentioned living far beneath the waves. Ooh, that sounds fun. But I don't actually enjoy the beach. I hate the beach. No, I like the beach. I don't like the water. So I'll go with this one. Because I like the beach. I just don't like being in the water. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself that you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. Yes, Lynn, I know you don't like sand. It's coarse and it's rough. But it gets everywhere. You took in a deep breath. Wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around. Okay, little boy just appears out of nowhere. Maybe give a warning? Just like a hi? You know, people have been looking for you all day, right? There was a boy standing at the top of the one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. How? It looks like he's sitting right next to me. Save him from his dad. Yes. Come on, you're coming with me. You're gonna come home with us. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you found a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have wavy eyebrows? Did deer have eyebrows? I don't think they do. Pink casts or sad frowns. Green hair. That was the thing that I noticed first. But this new boy did. You watched as it fluttered softly around his face in the breeze. After a few more seconds, you took a step forward, then another. His eyebrows do be wavy. Then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. Hey, Space Cadet! Hey, Space Cadet! That's how I'm gonna greet everyone from now on. I don't know you. Hey there, Space Cadet! With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his side. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. Yeah, that's the appropriate response. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You'd obviously caught him off guard. Yeah, just come out of nowhere. Hey there, Space Cadet! Yeah, that would catch somebody off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Why are you ashamed of a broken arm? Something the man earlier had said stuck out to you. Cove? Eyes wide, he studied you. How'd you know that? I met your dad. I'm all-knowing. I am all-knowing. Yes, I am all-knowing. The glowing arm. The arm is glowing. That's how I know it's a special item. That's a lie. Tell the truth. Okay, your dad told me who you were. Oh. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to a patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave it if it is. You can't own a hill. I'll just shake my head. Like, nah, bro. This isn't my hill. This is everyone's hill. While doing so, you also picked at a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask someone. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, you sat up on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. That sounds beautiful. I wish I could see the night sky like that. Too much light pollution. The night wind was cool as it traveled all over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Why are you here? A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Almost like they never stopped, his tears started up again with a vengeance. With a vengeance! Okay. Might have been a sensitive question. My bad. My parents. You gonna explain more? They don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in the dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home. Aww, parents got divorced. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heaving with exhaustion. Why I made him cry? I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't know his situation. I didn't know what happened. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. I'm sorry. No, your dad does not seem kind of nice. Not at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm very sorry. That really sucks. That really sucks, kid. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long cry fit. He felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. He couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. Oh, okay. Now we know we have two moms. Good to know. Teleport him back? Alright, let me just fucking instant transmission. No problem. But from way off in the distance, you heard your parents. 22.
Cove?
Oh, and Cove's dad. Why are you two together? Get away from that man. Where did you go? Kids, where did you go? Cove looked at you. Where did we go? We're here. You can see us. You can see where we went. It kept saying moms. Yes, as in two mothers. As in they are thespians. Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. Oh, come on, dude. What are you talking about? I said that! I read it perfectly. Two moms. Anyway. Come to your house? What? You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry so much. So I have to. It will be okay. I don't know. Okay, so we have to call out to them. It will be okay. I'll tell them it will be okay. Hey, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay, alright? Just no going to his house. Oh, nope. No, we're not doing that. He can come over to our house. We're not going to his house. We don't want to be around his weird dad. He was struck by a sudden need to reassure Cove. It's not gonna be all fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. Then you can count on him when you really, really need him. You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? My reading comprehension is lacking? No, my reading compression is lacking. Your typing compression is lacking. He looked toward the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm. Sorry, I still don't want to go. You called out yourself. I'm going to bring up the voice volume. There we go. You're fine, Lynn. You're fine. Called out yourself. Went silently with him. I'll just wait with him. This is your fight, kid. You got this. Yeah, I get it. You do? Before you could answer, you heard Cove's dad even closer than before. There you are, bud. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you and they rushed over. Oh. Both of your moms. See? I read that. Both of the moms. We have two mothers. We knew that. Go away, creepy dad. You forgot the amount of sugar in your tea? Well, now you have sweet tea. Congratulations. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Number 22. You're here after all. Mom and mommy. Okay, guys, vote now. Which one is mom and which one is mommy? We had been at the park to check for Cove and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. No, we're just sitting in the grass. We're okay, don't worry. We're okay, don't worry. Yeah, we're good. Thank God you're both fine. Oh, okay, so that one's mommy. Mom on right. Yeah. I had an inkling. I thought I figured I knew, but just wanted to make sure. Were you two having fun out here? You looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug, pushing at his arms. You shrugged. Yes, I like him. No. He's not that good. But, I like him. He's nice. He's a nice kid. You nodded, smiling slightly. Aw. Finally letting go of his squirming, scowling son, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing number 22 knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove.
Bye.
Bye. They don't look related. I know. I guess he gets his looks from his mom? The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading toward the neighborhood. The West Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Tell you what, we'll have a proper play date tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. Oh, I completely forgot we had a sister. How does that sound? Sure, can I show him my stuff? Don't touch my stuff. It sounds like words. You nodded, ducking your head down. Sure, I like him. He's fine. I'll show him my stuff. Of course. Then, okay. Both of your moms laughed, the sound overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Aw. Q90's aw. Aw. Mommy put her hand around your shoulder and led you toward the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Choose your feelings for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove at this step. Change on later steps. How do we feel about Cove? I don't know. I think I'm fond of him. Why am I showing him in my stuff? He looks like he needs a friend. I don't know. Comfort. I'm relaxed and fond. Yeah, I think I'm fond of him. I don't think I'm indifferent. I kind of like him. You got attacked by the sun? Okay. Won't be able to change it till step 2. That's fine. We're good. We're good with this. At breakfast table the next morning, you finish your food faster than usual. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you stay put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Coles was coming over to hang out. Oh, that smile. Why do you look so creepy? Don't smile at me like that. Please don't look at me like that. Mom? Mom, please stop. Mom, please put down the knife. Excited to see your new friend again, 22? Yeah, I am.
How sweet.
How sweet. I'm so happy you moved in.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah. Haha, I don't know, am I? Your bowl was entirely empty as you nodded. Yes. Bowl empty. Mm-hmm. Good job. He should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then, on cue, there was a knock. Aww, poor Umi. Internet not working. It was hesitant, like a person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though. Lynn, go fight the internet. Go destroy the internet. We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know. Number 22, could you get it? I got it. Wiggling out of your chair without really pushing it back, you made your way to the door. Hey, model family. I actually fucking love that. The model family. We are the model family. We are the model for families. Hey, model family. Thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cove looked different in the bright light of your living room, and when he wasn't crying, with his dad standing in front of him, and mom and mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. Pleased to see your new friend again, you smiled at Cove. He smiled back with some hesitation. Aw. Let's go play in my room. Okay. He doesn't seem pleased. He doesn't seem happy.
Take care.
Let us know. Don't say it like that. Take care. Just stop it. Stop it, Mommy. Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice. You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures. At the sight of my treasures! Wait, what is that? Is that a little jester penguin? Oh, I love that. I want the jester penguin. Gimme the penguin. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, a window to look out. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it in a while, but you were really proud of it. Yeah, look at this room. I should be proud of it. He leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall. I like this. I drew that? Thank you? Me too. That is my treasure penguin. Okay. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art. You were glad he noticed it. He turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls. You started to feel a bit nervous. You felt the atmosphere was kind of awkward. You were glad for the company. You hope he liked your room. I do hope he likes my room. I like my room. Aw, no, don't steal my penguin. Get your own penguin. My penguin. This is my jester penguin. And I will love him and squeeze him and hug him and call him George. You have put a lot of effort into making your room as nice as it was. You hoped he didn't say anything bad about it. Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you'd collected, tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it, before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's that? A hoard of stuff I found at the beach.
Oh.
Do you have any driftwood in there? Dragging the box to the middle of the room, you and Cole flopped down next to it. Why driftwood? Oh, why are you close to me? I think so. Yeah, see? He gestured at a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
Neat.
Neat. That is neat. This is a good collection. Got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice, or to be like, Silo? He actually meant it. Shiloh? Who the hell is Shiloh? Who is Shiloh? Anyway, alright, almost forgot. Shiloh is going to be here today. Shiloh? Okay, answer my question immediately. Thank you. Lizzie's friend, or like, her #1 fan, I guess? How old is Lizzie? I thought Lizzie was younger. Also, she has a fan? I'm confused. Do I have to see him? It should be okay. I mean, he's Lizzie's friend, not mine, but, you know. Come on, check out my shell some more. I found this one under a big piece of seaweed that had washed ashore and pulled out a seashell after seashell, explaining where you'd gotten each one, holding them up against the light. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Wait, do shells come in that many colors? I figured they came in like white and like pinkish. I remember ever seeing like purple and orange shells. Autism. Young people can have fans too. I mean, I guess that's a little weirder though. I got that tism wrist. Hey kid, check out this tism. Check out my tism, Riz. Why is your internet slow? I don't know. Hit it until it works. Just hit the internet until it works. Most of them you wash off in the bathroom sink when you bought them home, cleaning off the sand. Over the past few years, you'd even learn some of their scientific names. Ooh, that's what I would do. Collection was so huge and varied that you had lots of funny stories to tell for all of them. Your voice faltered a little bit, but you kept going best you could. Nope. I want to learn the scientific names. You had a whole picture book dedicated to different shells and sea life. Learned a lot of flipping through its pages. Yeah, we're really going with the tism, Riz, right here. We're all about the tism right now. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. Yes, correct. I'm a bot. I require the science. I just pulled that from the internet. It was a new experience to be the center of such dedicated focus. But Cove hadn't been mean to you, so you didn't mind. You smiled at him every now and then while showing him your collection. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident. Found each other. That's why. I can't read. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. Yeah, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that your dad tried to pay you to be his friend. Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room, ready for Silo's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I'm gonna keep looking at them. That's fine. Great! Bust it open. You can keep looking while we wait for Shiloh. Shiloh. Cove reached and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh. I've never seen an orange shell. Do they come in orange? Like he hadn't spoken aloud yet. He turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. I think this one is the best of them. It's my favorite too. I like a different one best. I could show it to you. You could take it. You know what? Yeah, take it. Cove looked at you in surprise, his eyes growing wide. Really? Sure. You like it a lot, right? Yeah, you like it. Take it. We can always find more shells. But I don't want to take it from you. It's okay. You got the impression he was hesitant to accept something because he didn't know you very well. He insisted. No, it's okay for you. You pushed the shell against Cove's chest, willing him to receive the present. Cove firmly shook his head and kept his arms tightly at his sides. It was a battle you couldn't win, at least not today. Cove was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time. The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. He doesn't like new people, clearly. Clearly uncomfortable with human interaction. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell that what he was thinking right away. Yeah, I just said it. This isn't a good idea. It'll be alright. He's here. We can't tell him to leave. He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. He will find you. He's looking for you. He's looking for you specifically, Cove. He's coming for you. Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked into the back of the house. I can go out the window. Just yeets himself out the window. Nope. Yeet. He was already walking towards it. Scrambling to think of something to say, he stepped forward and paused. Do you want to break your other arm? Shiloh is the least scary person alive. Cheer up, he's gonna like you. Please don't get hurt. I'll come with you. Good idea, let's go. No! Relax, kid. Do you want to break your other arm? Even I don't jump out any of the windows here. This is my house. Like, chill, dude. Fine. The distance from the first floor living room window wasn't far, but you could tell it made Cove nervous anyway. Touched the cast on his arm. I bet that's how he broke it in the first place. The window had been clearly greased from its sails. I don't want to break any more bones. Yeah, let's all jump. No! Don't jump out the window. Bad. People, don't jump out the window. Not good for you. Jumping out of windows is not good for you. I don't think anyone wants to. Yeah. But I don't want to see him. I don't know him. You didn't know me. You didn't know me yesterday. Comforted him. You encouraged him? I'll comfort him. It's okay. It's okay, kid. It's okay if you're worried. Nobody warned you this was going to happen. Thanks. Shiloh poked his head into the living room. It was impossible to know for sure if he had heard what you've been saying or not, but you guessed that he had.
Hi.
Hi, number 22. Oh, I think he is younger. And hi, Cove? Cove shot you an uneasy glance.
Hi.
Hi. What was that? It's like, hi? It's like he fucking hates him. I'm Shiloh. It's nice to meet you. Aw. He's a sweet kid. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. I noticed that too. He appeared out of nothing. Oh, yeah. Shiloh is just an entity that visits our house once in a while. He's actually an eldritch abomination. He's actually ageless. He does hate him. Right. I do. What are you guys doing? We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too?
Awesome. Can I do it too? Go shrugged. I look back at your box of beach findings. What about that one? Yay! More friends. Look, it already looks uncomfortable. Aw. Plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else, especially if Cove was having fun. Hey, check out this scallop shell I found. Cool, right? It's a pretty color. Kinda like my cast. Beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like a wrap around his arm. Good question. Where is Lizzie? This is her fan. Why is he hanging out with us? Pink is a nice color. Okay.
Oh?
Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue? Might be yellow. Oh, those are all cool. Yeah, that's her friend. Where is she? Green? Lynn likes the green. Of course, I have a preference toward purple. Oh, those are cool.
I guess.
I guess. I like those colors too. They're better colors. There are better colors. There's purple. Not sure how to deal with the suddenly more awkward silence. You look back at your shell. Nah, I like those colors too.
Awesome.
Both of them smiled. Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either. Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know. Aww. Wait, where did Lizzie go? They just sent her away? And now Shiloh's here? Where'd she go? Green and purple do go together. They're good colors. They go well together. I think she's at the beach, probably. Is she playing at her park? Cole's eyes lit up at the mention of the park, and he looked towards you. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to the park then. There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before you had even answered. Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement. Okay, I guess we're getting together. We're gonna do the thing. Really? You do too? Right, number 22? The park is fun. The park is pretty great. Sure, yeah, the park's pretty great. Let's go. Yeah, it's right at the beach, so there's a lot of fun stuff to do. Lots of sand. Yes, we're all gonna jump out the window to the park. There's a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. Sounds like it could be cool. So, are we going to find Lizzie? I guess so. I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just wanted to check the park out. Adrift without any direction. Shiloh finally turned to you. Okay. Perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. I agree. Let us go out the window? No! We're not jumping. You first. You go first. I'll follow you. Out the front door. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. Yay, let's go. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short she could always be allowed to walk there by herself. Daisy's a big girl now. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth. Hey, Lizzie. Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes growing wide. Number 22, Shiloh! Hi! She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud on the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You wondered if he would leave too. Hi. Oh. She's actually big. I thought she was going to be tiny. Who's that? It's Cove. He's new.
Hi.
I'll remember. Hi, Cove. Oh, she's nice. Democracy. Democracy wins. Wanna get bits and pieces? Aw. Sorry, Umi. I will be uploading to YouTube, so you can check that out. I'm so sorry you're missing it out. Oh, you'll stream it when it comes out? Alright. Maybe I could deliver you a sneak preview. Maybe I'll just deliver it to you early. How about that, Umi? Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestured wildly with her arms as if to present the area to a newcomer. When Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes, wiggling your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. Okay, Lizzie's the idea man. Good to know. You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Any of us? I think we all have ideas. Lizzie is the oldest. I guess you're right. I feel like giving Shiloh like a very kid voice. Lizzie is the oldest. Ew, no, I hate that one. By a lot. My mom said you're 22's age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. Good for you. Little gloaty little... What about other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place. Wait, what? Me and Lizzie were the only kids until Cove showed up? Damn. Nobody likes kids here. Nobody... This is where you go to not have kids. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. Oh, you think Lizzie's cute? Yeah. I like the dress. The dress is fun. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is a land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth. Yes, stay out of the houses. If you see gingerbread houses, do not go in.
Oh.
Oh. I see. For a second, it looked like he might cry again. Aw. He doesn't like that there are other kids? That there aren't other kids? I thought he was, like, more solitary. But something in his eyes shifted and he looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Grandparents who don't have kids. They hate kids. So good to know. So this is like where people go to retire. I couldn't. My job requires kids. Have fun with that. Doesn't want Lizzie to be lonely. Aw. No. We can't have Lizzie be lonely. Why? We haven't done anything. Only some of them don't like kids. Stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna upset them. Yeah, they're really bad. Only some of them don't like kids. We'll go with that. You interject quickly, hoping Lizzie wouldn't take things too far. Cove sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. So is Lizzie just bullying him? Just 'cause? Homeschooling. Oh yeah, good point. What about school? I guess homeschooled? Or they have to go to like a completely different town. Because this is a small town, right? They probably have to go to a different town. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation. I met Lizzie and 22 in school. You'll see, they go to school. Everyone goes to school. Questions answered immediately. Good to know. Met Lizzie and 22 in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over. Nice. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. Shiloh looked down in the dirt. He hasn't had much luck stirring conversations with Cove. Aw. He's trying. He's trying his best. I like summer vacation a lot too. All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. As Shiloh's discomfort at how weird she thought Cove was, something else entirely. He didn't really know, but she laughed, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. You went to school in a different town? Yeah, I had to do the same thing. You offered him a small smile, and that at least looked to reassure him some. Yay, friends! For the results of the summer, Cove was always there. For the rest of the summer. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were. During your first summer together, you really liked Cove. He was a fun person to play with, and he seemed to like playing with you too. Of course, that was only the start of things. Yay! What is this? What am I looking at right now? Moment, select step 1. Fireflies? How do you not see your sister every day? When she's in a bad mood, she'll just lock herself in a room. I don't know what you want. Long day, grown up? I'm curious about the fireflies. Alright, tonight we're going to catch fireflies. That sounds fun! At this blunt declaration from your sister, you looked up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. Oh, wait, I'm leaving macaroni and cheese? That might not be it. Got my job's internet. Sweet! Enjoy. Jump scared by Lizzie. Just jump scared by Lizzie. We're going to get fireflies! Yay! Okay. Fireflies were a familiar sight over the summer, coming out on warm nights to dance through the sky. Tonight was particularly balmy. You knew there were bound to be a ton of them around. Oh, you are you? Yeah. Started eating faster. Looked over at your mom's. Push your food around your plate. Yeah, we're going. You rock lightly from side to side on your seat, already excited for your after-dinner activity. Scarier than the things in the scary games. I know, right? Just out of nowhere. Hey, we're doing this. Let's go. See, it's a two-step scary process. First, it's the jump scare. Then it's, we're gonna go do things now. We're going outside to touch grass. Ah! Catching fireflies was a great way to spend a summer evening. And you could already envision the little lightning bugs drifting through this darkened sky. That's a good idea, Lizzie. Can we, Mrs. Model? Can we, Mrs. Model? We're a family of models. Shiloh tapped his fork against the table excitedly. Shiloh's here? Okay, fun. His face lighting up as he looked at Lizzie. It was usual for Shiloh to still be here. Like always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before a job started. Just hide in the cage. Yes, a whole family of models. Can't you tell? We are just the greatest family ever. And we look so good. But normally, she would have picked him up by now. She called him before dinner to let your moms know she'd be late. You didn't hear why. Probably more work things. You thought maybe getting to hang out with Shiloh for longer would make Lizzie want to keep running around outside. Staying at home and watching TV was never an option for her with guests over. That's why you're pretty sure she'd get your moms to agree. Well, it's already so dark out there. It's fine. We won't go far. You look like Boz. Exactly. You look like the coolest robots you've ever seen. Lizzie gave Mom the best puppy dog eyes she could, slowly spooning mac and cheese into her mouth while you waited there for a response.
There.
Let them go. Don't say it like that, Mommy. Mommy, why do you sound like that? There. I hate it. Don't talk to me like that. Let them go. Nights like this don't happen every day. Should I try a mommy voice? I'm not doing that. Parents exchanged a look. Then Mom eventually sighed and nodded back. Yes. Along with Lizzie's cheers, you threw your arms up in triumph, but waited until you finished chewing to say anything, because you knew it was rude to talk with your mouth full.
Fine.
Fine. Just make sure you stay on the hill behind our house with all the poppies, okay? Duh, Mom. That's where most of them are. Alright, you little shit. The idea had only just been planted in your head, but already you could just picture all the glowing lights spread in front of you, like the fairies from the bedtime stories Mommy read sometimes. Oh, you want to hear my mommy voice? Okay. I will try. All too quickly, it became a race to see who could finish their food first. No choking at the dinner table now. Oh god. No choking at the dinner table now. That's right. If someone died, we'd have to cancel the Firefly trip after all. Yes, no dying at the dinner table. Nope. Just nope. We're not happy with the mommy voice? Are we not happy with the mommy voice? I tried, okay? I tried my best. Mom said it like a joke, but you knew that they were both telling you kids to slow down. Mom's face. Weird smile. Yes, I agree. Mom wants to murder somebody. I'm pretty sure Mom's a yandere. Mom wants someone to die. Constantly talking about death. Lizzie gets it from Mom. Oh yeah, absolutely. Personality for Mom. Shiloh did immediately. When he glanced at Lizzie, he saw her still eating faster than she should. Elizabeth. Oh, Lizzie. Elizabeth. Got it.
Jeez.
No one is gonna die. Sheesh. A knock at the door interrupted Mom before she could no doubt scold your sister. I get it. Big sister jumped out of her seat and ran over to the door, pulling it open without even looking at the window to see who it was. Huh? You shifted in your seat, trying to get a glimpse of the unexpected guest.
Hi.
Good evening, Cove. Good evening, Cove. Good evening, Cove. How's that? Is the mommy voice getting better? Your mommy had already... I can't with this. Your mommy had already walked to the door by the time you managed to see past Shiloh's flappy hat. I don't like it. You hate the mommy voice? Oh, Cove, hi, you're here. Cove smiled at your enthusiastic greeting, and you hoped Mommy would ask him to stay. It didn't matter why he was there. It meant he could join you all in the catching fireflies. I know words. Shush. I need to practice. Well, luckily here we are. I get to practice the mommy voice. Then for a few seconds, Cove said nothing. He only stood there and looked at your mommy with a face almost like he had considered turning him around and leaving. My dad told me to drop this off, as I guess he borrowed it from you. Okay, you know what? What kind of voice do we give Cove? I'm thinking raspy. I don't know if I can do raspy. This is worse than any horror. Haha. You should be scared. No, he's shy, so... My dad told me to drop this off, because I guess he borrowed it from you. Dad's setting him up. Cove took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large side pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back home when we moved. Great. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here, why don't you come inside for a bit? Lizzie crossed her arms and lifted her chin. Cove shrugged, and Mom stood from the table too. I'll give your dad a call to let him know you got here all right. He's a child, so why would he have a raspy voice? Some kids have raspy voices. See, like, what's his face? Shiloh here? I feel like he has a raspy voice. Like, hey guys! Ew. Like, hey guys! Nope, that's not working out for me. I'm not doing it. Apparently can't do the raspy voice. But you know what I mean. Raspy kid voice. Ew. I tried. Cove shuffled fully inside, eyes remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind them. Deku-like voice. Exactly, like Deku.
Hi.
Hi, Cove. Shiloh gave Cove a friendly smile while waving and holding up his hand and opening and closing his fingers. Cove nodded in response. Cove, are we going to catch fireflies with us? You can come outside if you want. No, come catch fireflies with us. Come on. He has a voice already, though. Yeah, everyone has a voice. But still. I can't do his in-game voice. You could see Lizzie eyeing you for mentioning the excursion to an outsider, but she'd get over it. Yeah, screw you, Lizzie. There's only 4 kids here. Just bring them along. Try to mimic his voice. I'll try my best. I will do my best. You hoped Cove would say yes. That way, you wouldn't be the odd one out with Lizzie and Shiloh anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. I never caught one before. It's too bad he didn't have a chance before now. Fireflies weren't out when he first moved in, and there must not have been anywhere he used to live. Can't go out until after dinner. After she pointed this out, Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Since this was very true, you decided to finish up your own stuff as well. Cove stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier. What'd you have? Lizzie just wants to hang out with her friends. She has one friend who's more of a fan. Eggs. Eggs? For dinner? The clipped one-word answer seemed to discourage Shiloh from asking any more questions. His eyes slowly wandered back to the last scraps of food on his plate. A phone call with Cove's dad must have ended because your mom came back into the room.
Okay.
Cove, your dad said you could stay for a little while if you'd like, but he's going to come get you before it gets too much later. Sure.
Fun.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun. This will be so nice. Fan and her sister. A fan and her sister. As you polish off the meal, you hoped it would be 2. The 3 of you all finished eating shortly after, and Lizzie led the way outside. Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom. Shiloh trailed closely after Lizzie. He was nearly stepping on her heels. Cove hesitated at the door. Coming? After a moment, he did.
Bye.
Bye, children. You think? You think he doesn't know how to cook? Just gave this kid hard-boiled eggs and said, here you go, you'll be fine. The 2 of you were a good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and Shiloh by the time you walked outside. You pushed the door shut behind you, watching their figures get further and further away. What? I'm sorry? You think I can't cook? How dare. How dare. I am a chef. I am practically a chef. I don't know what you're talking about. How dare. Don't insult my cooking. Aw, Umi's gotta go. I'm sorry, Umi. But yeah, oh, Skylar's gotta go too. Okay. Alright, guys. Have fun. Bye. Enjoy. I'll be putting this on YouTube, so catch it there. Bye. Hope to see you again next week. So slow, 22. We don't have all night. Start to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Cove still walking at a relaxed pace. Are you not gonna come? You tugged him along. You walked with him. You waved at him to hurry. Nah, we'll walk with him. We'll walk with him. You fell behind. Sidling. What is that word? You fell behind. Sidling. Siding up next to him and matching his stride. You noticed right away.
It's okay.
You can go ahead if you want. You smile and shake your head. No, you're my friend. You're coming. I don't. After a short... That's pretty. Those fireflies are pretty. After a short while, the two of you reached the hill behind the house. The fireflies were out in full force, floating on the breeze, their gentle glow winking in and out of creating an almost magical effect. Lizzie had already climbed to the top. Shiloh was spinning in circles somewhere around the middle. Wow. Shiloh took a moment to come over and welcome the both of you to the hill. Hi guys, it's really great out, huh? See how many there are? Yeah. The firefly danced through the air, landing on Cove's sea green head. Nice. You haven't seen any in years? I saw some the other day. Granted, it was from the car, but I saw them. Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. You and Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. Quiet looked on. Yeah, we giggled. Covering your mouth with a hand, the sound escaped you, and Cove looked at you in confusion. What? He gestured to his head, and he reached up, making the firefly dart away. Cove jumped, and followed after the glow. Aw, he looks like he's having fun. I don't go out when it's dark. Aw. Okay. Oh look, Lizzie has one. That's amazing. Reminds you of when you were a kid? Oh. Yeah, fireflies are cool. I still like them. I also go out and look at the fireflies. Shiloh ran to the highest point of the hill, making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. Does he always have those on at all times? You hummed as the group divided and conquered, shifting your gaze to the dozens of other fireflies sailing around. The game was on. How many can you catch? You had a bandage on your thumb. You tried to be cautious of that. Bandages on your palm. Nope, don't care. You had 2 bandages on your hand. You tried to be cautious. Nope. You were good at not getting cuts or scratches, so you weren't too worried about that. Yeah. Spotting one close by, you approached it with assassin-like stealth, crouching down, making yourself seem less like a threat. Oh, really? There's a lot of them? That sounds fun. Have you ever put them in like a jar? Just get a bunch of them in a jar? I've never done that. I've always wanted to. Though I feel like that would really fuck up their day. It's like they're just out there trying to mate and you're just like putting them in jars. Like, bro, I'm trying to get laid here. Do you mind? I hate people who would do that. Yeah, I hate when people put me in jars. I mean, what? Spotting one close by, you approached it. Oh, read that. Slowly dragging one foot in front of the other, you crept up towards it, arms outstretched. You closed your hands around the little glowing orb, careful not to crush it. The firefly landed on your palm, almost docile. You stared down at your prize in delight. Cool. Don't put me in a jar! No! I hate that! Tiny legs tickled your skin, and you giggled at the sensation. Can we make that an emote? Can we have me in a jar and an emote? Tiny legs tickled your skin, and you giggled at the sensation. Tee-hee. Cove leapt up with his own target, but when he tried to grab at it, its pink cast waved awkwardly through the air, foiling his efforts to clasp his hands around the firefly. Wah! Wah! Cove watched it vanish into thin air with a dissatisfied expression on his face. You encourage him to try again. Like Rainbow Dash? No! I don't want to be like Rainbow Dash. No. 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 Bad. You encourage him to try again. Told him about the firefly you had. You made a joke about what happened. Nah. Keep doing it. You can do it. You'll get the next one. Did you catch one? He nodded. Cove gave up his hunt for the moment, coming closer and peering at the insects still crawling across your palm. You held out your hand, and he leaned closer, eyes widening, a tad behind his glasses. You want me to put you in a jar? You're already in a cage. You're already caught. I don't need to put you in a jar. Put you in a jar in a cage. Cove remained hypnotized by a little bug as he inched his hand closer to yours. Ultimately, he sailed his fingers lightly over the top of ones you were holding open. It tingled. You stayed very still. Pulled your hand back? I stayed very still. Last thing you wanted was to accidentally scare the shiny treasure off. Look at that. Firefly, noticing the new connection, crawled up to Cove's hand, quietly grasped. Cove's hand is a lot bigger than ours. Anyone else notice that? It's quite large. It worked. Yeah, you got one. Cove's lips turned into a slow smile, and his eyes shined brighter than the bug. Thanks, 22. With a laugh, he gave the palm of your hand a friendly smack, performing an awkward low five. Ha! Startled by the extreme movement, the tiny light disappeared before you could even blink. Your firefly was gone.
Sorry.
Oops. Sorry. Scolded him. You forgave him. You teared up. Of course, I forgive you. It's okay. Couldn't keep it forever. I could. I could if I wanted to. Yeah, they do look like adult hands. I noticed that. Just like, why do you have giant man hands? We're supposed to be the same age. Right, bugs have to stay outside. Let's get another. You decide to collect more. Decide to sit in the grass and watch. Yeah, let's get more. Uh-huh. We can work together. His face broke out into a wide grin. We'll get a bunch. Let's do it. With renewed vigor, you ran out into the hill. You're not sure how much time passed while you were in the thick of it. All you could focus on was the adventure at hand. No critter was safe from your grasp. No critter safe from my grasp. At first, you tried to keep a tally of how many you had caught, but once the number grew higher than 10, you had no more fingers left to count with. You were having the time of your life, racing up and down the hill with the crash of the ocean and the sound of everyone's laughter echoing in the background. Aw, those poor bugs. Sad bugs. Number 22, this way. You followed the sound of Cole's voice to the top of the hill, watching as he stretched his arms in front of him, reaching with his fingers and only narrowly missing his target. Cove and you took turns trying to scare fireflies in the direction of the other. You showed him some techniques that you had learned, like how to cup your hands correctly, and he listened intently before trying for himself. There were a few times when you almost ran into each other, giggling as you drove to the side at the last moment. Yo, imagine us just slamming into each other. Breaking our noses. Just like, oh, crap. Sorry. This is why we didn't want you to go play outside. There were a few times when you almost ran into each other. Oh, I read that. Luckily, disaster was avoided each time. Would I love you if you were a firefly? I would keep you in a jar. I'd put you in a jar with other fireflies. It was an overall huge success with both of you catching multiple fireflies each. I should feed you to a frog! Yes, I'm gonna keep you in a very large jar with frogs. With many, many frogs. It was an overall huge success with the both of you catching multiple fireflies each. Eventually, the fireflies began to thin out and your energy started to lapse. You decided it was time to call off the hunt. Cove didn't complain. He breathed up heavily and his face seemed really flushed. That was fun. A lot of fun. I'm glad you had fun, kid. Frog dinner! He smiled at him broadly, happy that he had enjoyed the activity. Good for him. Yeah, it was.
Come on!
Number 22, Cove, get up here. We're gonna have a race. Shining caught you off guard. It had been quite a while since you heard from Lizzie or Shiloh. You glanced over to see them both standing on top of the hill again, Lizzie beckoning to you with quick hand gestures. If she was like that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up in the incline you went. From the corner of your eye, you saw Cove was coming as well. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot, so you thought he might be intrigued just by the idea of a race. Hi.
Cove.
Hi, Cove. You can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. That's sad, but also fair. As Lizzie pointed this out, Cove froze in place. Oh, it was that kind of a race. He frowned down at his cast. That was the second time he got in the way tonight. What? Yeah, you'll watch and see who gets to the bottom first. It's important. Got it?
I
guess. Poor guy. No, judges are important. I agree, judges are important. The cast was sturdy. If he wasn't careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else beat the referee, but it was already decided. Got into the position for the race. I'll stay with Cove. I want to race. Let's do the race. Sorry, Cove. It's cool. I'm gonna race. Satisfied with this, Lizzie moved to lay down. Shiloh did the same. Cove stood suddenly and decided to get a better vantage point. We're kids. Racing is important. Seemed like he was taking his newfound referee duty seriously. Good. You should. It is a very important job. Countdown. You quickly got into position as well, resting on your side in the grass, tucking your arms close to your chest. 3, 2, 1, go! The three of you took off, letting gravity do the work and rolling at high speed toward the bottom. You squeezed your eyes shut, and delighted laugh leaving you, and consequently allowing a few blades of grass into your mouth. Gross! You sputtered, reaching up to wipe them away, threw off your balance, and sent you careening sideways. No! Just eat the grass! The race is more important! Oof! Yuck! Everyone was sorry to close together because a slight turn made you, then Shiloh, then Lizzie collide into a heap. You tumbled down the last few feet in a pile. Three-way tie, I guess? Shiloh's elbow was in your stomach, and you were pretty sure that Lizzie's hair was in your mouth. But you had survived. Perhaps it wouldn't have been safe for Cove after all. You could hear him laughing in the distance. When you opened your eyes, you saw the starry sky above, and Cove still on top of the hill, staring down at the three of you with an amused look on his face. Hey, cool, Crash. I think Shiloh was the first one at the bottom. It didn't count. We need a redo. Lizzie's competitive. Kids, it's time to come in. No! You sighed, not knowing if it was from contentment or exasperation. Close your eyes again. It had gotten late and was beginning to feel just a bit chilly as you made your way out of the hills, but the cold in the air hadn't dampened anyone's spirits. The four of you walked back home together, side by side, down your neighborhood street. Yay! Bonding! Discussing the evening, with each person trying to prove that they were the one who caught the most fireflies. You knew that whoever really did catch the most didn't matter much anyway. All that mattered was that you all had a good time. Which, judging by the smiles on everyone's faces, you did. Nice! Successful day, everyone! This is cute. Alright. We did fireflies. What else we got? I might end up doing the DLC. Seeing what we can get. Whatever we can get for free. Because this is fun. I like these stories. Sandcastle? Yeet. Grown up. Let's do grown up. One sweltering summer day, you were in your living room with Cove, listening to the sound of the birds chattering outside the window while you lay across the rug on the floor. Cove's dad had dropped him off earlier, and your moms had left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play amongst yourselves. It had been too hot to go outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy. So your sister was starting to get impatient, waiting for her golf class that evening? She takes golf? Okay. I've never heard of a kid taking golf, but cool. Three of you have had trouble finding something fun to do. Beach and the playground were off limits. You felt that it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. And suddenly, a light came to Lizzie's big brown eyes and her smile spread wide across her face. Lizzie has an idea! Having an idea gave her a new wave of energy. Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyway. They're always inside and telling everybody they're too busy to play.
Why?
Why?
Duh.
I said why. And it'll be fun. Duh. What do they do inside that we don't? Besides use the phone a lot. Excluding a small huff, Lizzie decides to ignore Cove.
What do you think?
22, what do you think? Do you want to? I bet we could come up with something else. I don't know. You know what? It's kind of the only idea we have, so... yeah. It's the only idea we have. You do? Seriously? Yeah. Hooray! Okay, let me think. What do I want to be? Satisfied that neither of you were about to bail on her, Lizzie thought over her options while you watched. After a few seconds, she clapped her hands together and beamed, apparently having settled on something without asking either of you. Are we gonna cook? Can we use the stove? Let's burn down the house. Let's use the stove and burn down the house.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be a professional golfer. 22, you and Cove can be a beach volleyball player, a gymnast, or a tennis player. Why can't we pick anything we want? Because I have a fun idea, that's why. And we have to play sports as adults? Yep. But there's other there are other kinds of sports too.
Right?
It isn't the same. What do you think, 22? Don't those choices sound super cool? You want to be that, huh? It really doesn't. Sounds like a blast. Isn't there anything else we can be? You know what? Let's ask if there's anything else we can be. Lizzie stomped a foot on the ground. Nope, come on, just decide already. Knowing Lizzie wouldn't let this go anytime soon, decide. Cove was not impressed with Lizzie's attitude, though he didn't bother talking more about it for now. He thought over the list of possibilities, beach volleyball, gymnastics, or tennis. Out of all of them, he preferred to play... tennis. I'm going with tennis. Out of all those, I like tennis the best. He remembered Mommy had a couple of old tennis rackets lying around somewhere, but you forgot where you'd seen them last. You could check the attic for them, although Lizzie probably wouldn't let you run off and do that now that she had you there. So, we're playing tennis? Lynn, we're playing tennis? I'm game. I'm smacking my mic. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to the mic smacking. You could check the attic for them. Oh, wait. Yes, that was clearly the top option. Okay, I'm gonna be a tennis player.
Alright!
Alright! Don't smack the mic. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I'll smack the mic if I damn well please. How about you, Cove? I picked volleyball. I should have known. Okay, 22. You're a famous tennis player. And Cove, you're on a popular beach volleyball team. And I'm gonna get annoyed about it later. Of course, you're always gonna get annoyed at me. So, it doesn't matter that much. Lizzie's ponytail bobbed when she probably stretched her arms wide. We're Olympic athletes who just competed in the Olympics. Ooh, fun. There's plenty of things in the Olympics. We gotta pick something else. Cove didn't seem all that impressed with the announcement. He made a face and adjusted his glasses on his nose. That's really specific.
Rude.
That's what makes it fun. Anyway. Lizzie marched back and forth in front of the both of you, getting lost in her own imagination. These two really don't like each other. I won all gold medals and people are calling me the next Mickey Wright. I don't know who that is. Who's that? I'm in the same boat as you, kid. Lizzie stopped on the spot and turned on him, her brown eyes shining with impatience. It doesn't matter if you know who it is. If you know who she is, it's a golf thing. An old person, probably. A golf person. You guys won medals, too. Cove, your team was bronze. 22, you barely missed out on the gold and got silver. It's more real if we're not all first place. I'm okay with that. Hey, we can do better than silver. Yeah, we can do better than that. We're better than that. Hi, Lizzie. Unhappy with the decision. Number 22 is right.
Sorry.
Lots of people lose at the Olympics. Them's the breaks. Then you're the one who did, not me. Lizzie looked taken aback by Cove's declaration, as though the thought of her losing was completely absurd. No way. It wouldn't make sense. I'm already practicing my golf game. She took a golfing stance to make her point, changing the swinger club and hit an invisible ball. She's so competitive, my god. So what kind of house do you want to live in? Cove hadn't changed his mind about winning, but thinking about where he'd live as an adult appealed to him. Apparently, because he looked back at Lizzie with some of the anger fading. I'm going to live on the beach. Lizzie made a face at him, poking out her tongue. That's kind of boring. We already have that. No, not like the normal houses here at the street. On it. Right on the sand, by the water. Just like that, all the tension was back. You hadn't even had a chance to choose where you would want to live. That's not very fun or smart, Cove. You can't live on a bunch of sand and shells. But I want to, and I will. I mean, you can't, but, you know, foundation is a thing. Cove narrowed his eyes at Lizzie, even though she stood half a head taller than him. You didn't give out a list of things to pick from this time, so I'm picking that. Why even playing pretend if we can't imagine anything? Jeez, well, I'm gonna live in a mansion, far away from here, far away from you. Okay. How are we all gonna meet then? One with an indoor pool and a place to practice my award-winning golfing.
It's not fair.
How come you were yelling about mine when your idea is even more impossible? Lizzie's face flustered red, her hands balling into fists at her sides. It's not impossible. It's better than yours. Oh my god. Kids, relax. Disagreements always seemed to crop up when the two of them were together. You always felt like you were stuck in the middle. But when it came to the topic at hand, this time you thought, for the mansion, the beach was cooler. Do I agree with Lizzie? Cove was right. We were tired of deciding between either of them. I have to say, I am sick of this. Your ideas, both of you. Who cares? Who fucking cares? You didn't engage with their bickering, and instead dreamt up your own dream house. You weren't going to share your idea with them either. You already knew it was a good one. Hee. I have my own place. Y'all fight if you want. I have my own place. You can swim whenever you want if you live on the beach. We can still swim anytime we want from where we live now. Being a little closer doesn't mean anything, says you. The two of them scowled at each other. You're being so unreasonable. You... I don't get what you want. This game doesn't make sense. It does. You have to be realistic. I said that. You're just living in my head. Exactly. But you're not. You've no idea what to do to make them stop at this point. Seemed like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Nothing you said so far kept them from being mad. Thankfully, like a greeting card angel, Mom walked into the room. Lizzie rushed to her, hanging onto the hem of her shirt, poking out her tongue at Cove. Lizzie, 22. It's time to get ready to go.
You alright with that?
Sorry, you have to leave already, Cove. Your mommy said she'll walk you home so you won't be left in the cold. It's cold out? I thought it was hot. Cove was still glaring at Lizzie, his face flustered red with anger. I can go by myself. But...
Bye.
Bye, 22. Fucking... What did I do? There was still a harsh edge to the brief farewell, but you knew it wasn't you he was mad at. Without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cove stood up and stalked out of the room, shutters drawn tight.
Huh?
Okay. Worried, Mom turned to look down at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with her new friend, weren't you? Yeah. I'm not ratting my sister out. It's so fun to play with Cove and Lizzie. Reassured that you didn't rat her out, Lizzie flashed you a smile. Yeah, that's right. We're good hosts in this house.
Nice.
That's what I like to hear. We'll have to make sure he comes over again. Lizzie's smile immediately faded. Alright, we're better get a move on.
Let's go.
You would have told? Rat. Lynn's a rat. Lynn's a snitch. Let's go, kids. Nolani, where'd you leave the car keys? That's Mommy's name? Leonati? No Lonnie. Sorry, but Lizzie was being a bitch. I'm sorry, but Lizzie was being a bitch. How old is she? She's like 10. My God, relax. Mom, ooh, nice car. Mom hustled you out the door, and you noticed during the car ride that golf practice that Lizzie was quieter than usual. She was usually the first one to request which music to listen to in the car, but she didn't say a thing. Her parents noted that she wasn't in a mood to be bothered. They gave her space. Mommy just asked you what you'd like to listen to. Pick your favorite song. Those what made the car ride more fun. Soundtrack to a cool movie you saw a couple months ago. Just a song you knew Lizzie liked. Maybe that would cheer her up. Pick your favorite song. She's gotta keep being a bitch if she doesn't have the chance to learn. I mean, yeah, but that's family. One thing, that's family. Not writing out my family. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna go with my favorite song. Eventually, Lizzie came around and started singing along with you. Both knew all the words, and your moms even sang along too. When the car ride was over, you spent the twilight hour watching Lizzie hit things with other girls her age. You didn't know much about golf, but you could tell that she really liked it, so you sat with your mom and tried to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day, and you stretched out your legs to let the last few minutes of sun warm your skin. When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon, you all got ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your mom took the family out to dinner. Went to a restaurant you had all been going to ever since she could remember. The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shouting you hadn't been able to stop, but you could kind of tell that all this helped Lizzie be less angry. Mom said it was cold earlier? I'm so confused. Is it hot or is it cold? We have no idea. We live in a place where the temperature just fluctuates wildly. Just like crazy. Hot, cold, hot. It was snowing, and then the whole place turned into a desert. With Lizzie in a better mood, the car ride home was much more pleasant. Two of you took turns picking the radio stations while your mom spoke quietly to one another about stuff. That's wild, bruh. Soon enough, Mom was turning to your street, then reversing into the driveway. Once she cut the ignition, the four of you got out of the car and went to the house. Mommy went to the washroom while Mom left to go change. You and Lizzie stayed downstairs in the living room. You were about to head to your room when she stopped you, motioning you closer instead. Puzzled, you listened to her. She craned her neck around, as if expecting someone to pop out of nowhere and scare her. Then turned back to you. Lizzie crossed her arms, peering intently at you. What? You love the empty car? Aw. It is a very nice car, I agree. Thanks, 22. I couldn't say it before. If you said Cove got all mad, Mom would have gotten mad too. Thought back earlier that day, the argument Lizzie and Cove had, how Mom never found out about it. Yeah, Mom did need to know. You're welcome. We have to help each other. Want something back for that. You're welcome. You should still try to make up with Cove. Yeah, exactly. It's more meaningful if she does it herself. But I'll tell you if you don't say sorry to Cove later. No, I'm not a snitch. Yeah, you should really make up with Cove. Come on. Lizzie's expression soured instantly at your words. Why should I do that? It wasn't his fault. It was his fault. It doesn't matter anyway. Cove was really sad because of what you did. Lizzie sputtered before tilting her chin away from you with a defensive look. Fine, be defensive. Like, I'm not gonna make you do anything, but seriously, you're gonna have to learn. Of course Mom knew what's up. But I'm still not a snitch. I didn't do anything. You just can't play right. Mommy always said that you should apologize if you know you're upset someone. If you know you upset someone, and you did. She groaned at your words, throwing her head back dramatically. But you knew your sister. You could tell that she knew you were right. Ha! Yeah, that's right. How is it hot, then cold, then warm? Listen, don't question it. The weather acts weird here. Very strange weather patterns. Okay. I'll tell him I'm sorry the next time I see him. She glanced back to narrow her eyes at you. But you still can't tell Mom or Mommy about what happened. It's just like me. Yes, I'm hot, then cold, then hot, then cold. Alright. It's a deal. Looking relieved, Lizzie promptly left to go upstairs. Watched her disappear from view, hearing the big sound of her bedroom door shutting soon after. See? Everything worked out. And I didn't make anyone angry. We were pleased at how things had worked out. Lizzie agreed to apologize to Cove, convinced that soon they'd be okay with each other again. As okay as Lizzie and Cove could be with each other. Eat the door! Yes, hungry. Me hungry! Me want door! The best part is that your parents hadn't found out. You had gotten away with it. Hee hee hee. You retreated to your own room with a spring in your step. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. Quick 1 minute break. I wish I had the transition. But, I'll be right back. You want cocktails? I also want cocktails. I want to try the plant corn dog. Alright, be right back. Alright. Which day do we want? Do you want a long day? Do you want a sandcastle? Or do we want shopping? Because I think this might be the last one. Might be able to get 2, maybe. Sandcastle? Alright, let's go build a sandcastle. Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When you, him, and Shiloh sat out at the shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. There was no way he'd be swimming anytime soon. Not with his cast. Ah, poor kid. Seems like he really fucking loves the beach, but he has that cast on. The waves washed a single shell to shore, glittering in blue, another reminder of the places he couldn't go. From what you'd heard about Cole's old life so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you could tell that he'd do anything to be able to get the cast off. Just stand in the water. Like, make a pact with a witch or something. Just get it off his arm. Thought about how his summer last year must have been totally different from this, with his old home and his mom and dad. But now he was here, with you and Shiloh and Lizzie and everyone else, and he couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it, but sitting there on the same beach you'd grown up on, you could understand that not everyone else felt the same way about it, Sunset Bird, as you did. Punctuation! You could use punctuation! You watched him from the corner of your eye quietly, and finally said aloud what you had been pondering. I wish I could go in the water? Punctuation sucks. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna be able to do it soon. Cove only sighed in response. Apparently, soon wasn't soon enough. It's pretty, the ocean. Mm-hmm. And huge. Couldn't be anything out there like mermaids. Yeah. I don't really care. Swimming might be fun if we could. I'm fine here on land. Mermaids aren't real. No! Mermaids are totally real. I wish you didn't have a cast. Why can't you just understand without it, model? First off, don't call me model. Second, I got there eventually. I got there. Mermaids are cool. So it might be fun if we could? Yeah. But it's not like there's anything we can do about it. Wait, that's not what I meant. Obviously, not interested in hearing much more about your input on the situation. Cove turned back to the water. But as you looked away, something about Shiloh's slow, careful movements caught his eye. Hey, are you building a sandcastle? Sort of. I was only playing around while you were talking. I'm listening. I said, don't call me model! Weird. That's weird. I know technically it's my first name, but Technically. How dare. About to block your comments. Swear. Maybe I could too. I've only made big piles before. It's really nothing special. I'm sure you'll be good at it right away. How do you do it then? Shallow's cheeks lit up. You could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable to have Cove's expected stare on him. I'll play too. Oh no. I love making sand stuff. Never really made one before. There's nothing else to do. I love making sand stuff. Okay. He put his hands back on his seashells and sat and nodded. I don't do a lot. Here's how. I like to get a house started. Shiloh, focusing more intently than you'd ever see him, guided Cove through his process. You happily used your own method. It didn't take long for the three of you to each have humble structures prepared. That's all kind of... You can do anything now, like make it bigger, add some seashells, carve a pretty pattern. Bet you'll have great ideas.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it bigger. Mine's gonna be a real castle.
Cool.
Cool. It's gonna be a house. Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decide to make house, castle, a mansion? I want to make a mansion. I'm making a mansion. Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decide to do what Lizzie would do and design a mansion. The better part of the next hour was spent focusing on your own work. The boys were the same. Even Shiloh didn't sneak as many peeks at everyone else as he usually did. Finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you'd built. Ha! I'm just good at this. What do you want? Seems you got done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Oh, okay. I guess I need to decorate it then. Shiloh had grabbed most of the really interesting stuff. The Cove had a lot of the shells, but there were still options. The first thing you reached for was a bottle cap, seashell, green piece of sea glass. Ooh. It's green and it's glass. Let's try it. It was the best fit for your mansion, you decided. It was see-through and sparkly. Sea glass! So you put it in a funny place, where it'd take a second to look to see it. Pleased with your result, you finally took a proper look around at what wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Shiloh seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. You checked out Cove's sandcastle, checked out Shiloh's sandcastle, decided not to look. Nah, I want to see what's going on with Cove. The castle Cove had built looked surprisingly tidy, especially for someone in a cast. Must have worked really hard. He wasn't even finished digging the huge gaping moat in front, but it was already enormous. You got the sense from the enthusiasm he was digging with that doctor... What? He was digging that with... My brain, no brain. You got the sense from the enthusiasm he was digging with that the doctor was probably going to find a bunch of sand when he finally removed the pink blaster. Again, punctuation would help a lot. The silence was broken. What's on top of yours, Shiloh? You peeked closer and discovered something shiny sticking out of Shiloh's sand chimney. Oh, that's just some gum wrapper. It looks like smoke.
Neat.
It's good. That's smart. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Guess I don't see it. Should be an architect. It looks more like a worm. Yeah, didn't think of that. Sure, we'll give you some credit, kid. Worm. Yeah, kid, it looks like a worm. You'd be good at it, Shiloh. Can we go back? Are we allowed to go back?
Neat.
We can go back. We can go back and say, it kind of looks more like a worm. A slimy worm. Sticking his tongue out in disgust, Cove's face soured. Aw, okay. No, we'll go back to mine. That was funny, though. You'd be good at it, Shiloh. Shiloh smiled without a word. And that was for the current topic. 22, can I see what you did? Sure. He scooted just a bit nearer and began surveying your work. All you really knew about mansions was that they were supposed to be big, so you'd gone really big. It was the size of a country club that Lizzie played golf at, compared to Cove and Shiloh's buildings. Probably even bigger. I'm not a worm. I'm a robot worm. Heh. Watch me wiggle. Shiloh quickly decided to jump in the new conversation. Hey, 22, what did you do? This is my mansion. Don't you love it? Cole scowled for a moment. Apparently the anger was actually still there after his argument with Lizzie more than a week ago. Oh geez, are we still on this? Looks great. Your house is so big. It's not a big house, it's a mansion. I guess mansions are just really big houses. Thanks. I guess mansions are just really big houses. Yeah. Huh? Is being a house bad?
No.
No, but we each made our own place. Nobody's the same. I think we are. Cove raised an eyebrow at that. If something is only one of that thing, that makes it special. Yeah, for sandcastles and stuff. People too. My dad always says how everybody is their own man, a real individual. I don't think I'm very special.
Why?
Why not? Nobody else is you. His eyebrows are so wiggly. Yeah. Cove got them wiggly eyebrows. Shiloh simply shook his head. I'm not different. A beat passed between the two. Cove then looked down at his own work again. Okay. He didn't seem to be bothered leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind. My dad tried to get me to make castles the first time we came to this beach. I didn't want to. Cove trailed off again. There was another moment of silence. Shiloh shifted and opened his mouth to say something. Cove spoke up before he could. He didn't think he noticed that Shiloh was going to talk. Hey, do you know what happened when your moms met my dad, number 22? You waited to see if Shiloh would say what he wanted to. When he didn't, you considered Cove's question. I wasn't there. They didn't tell me. I just remember what happened when I met your dad. Let's not talk about that. Mr. Holden had been a weird stranger then. Well, he was still kind of strange. No other parent acted like him, but you knew him better at this point. Now that you thought about it, it made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulled from your thoughts when Cove continued. Oh, well, I was there. I don't think my mom has met your dad. I'm pretty sure she hasn't. 22's parents and my dad met the same day I met them. I'm gonna say what happened. Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His hat cast a shadow over his face. You could still tell he was upset not being included in Cove's choice of topic. It was kind of boring for him, though not giving people their own turn to say the things they want is important too. I think Shiloh was stuck to. Yeah, let's all be friends. Huh? We were talking. Just not right now. I'm talking to you. He can listen. We were talking, just not right now. I'm talking to you. He can listen. Yeah. Shiloh's expression barely flickered at the words. He still looked put off. Cove continued, like the interruption hadn't happened. He was determined to tell the tale. When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us. Only some stuff that would fit in Dad's car. We didn't even get a moving truck. I sat in there while Dad brought it all inside. I didn't want to get out because I knew Dad would make me look around at the new house. I really didn't want to do that. His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that. And then I saw your moms. They were in a car too. Stopped at our house. Stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere or something. My dad noticed. He waved his hands, then went over to the front of your house where he started talking to them. I don't know what they all said. I couldn't hear it. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I had to get away and went behind the houses. Found those hills there, the ones where we met for the first time. Cove nodded and stared at you. Stared back. He didn't go on to say anything more. Aren't you going to finish your story? Cove's brow wrinkled, like he didn't understand why you were surprised.
Huh?
That's all that happened. Okay. Why did you want to tell the story if nothing happened? You really gotta get better at telling stories. It's a pretty bad story. Thanks for telling me. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. You're welcome. Even if not much happened, you weren't going to complain about knowing the story. Shadow's mouth twisted into a scowl of disbelief, but he said nothing. Why'd you bring that up anyway? There was a slight shrug of cold shoulders.
Well,
I was thinking about it, because of the sandcastle. It made me remember when I moved to here. Dad showed me the beach first, before we went back to the car to unpack. That was a really interesting story. Yeah, it was interesting. He was really excited about it for some reason. Cole's brows furrowed a little more as he quietly raked his hands through the sand. I get it. You thought maybe Mr. Holden wasn't that excited about the beach, was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to its end. Even Cove was done with it. Some other thought had popped into his head. Shiloh, fidgeting uncomfortably in the sand, had made Cove aware of his presence again. They looked at each other, and you could only wonder what this might be about. Hey, Shiloh? Yeah? Why are you always turning so red, even when nothing is happening? Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither you or Shiloh had expected that to be how he got included in the conversation again. I mean, it's one way to get there. I don't know, I guess. Okay, it's kind of weird. Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment, and his lips twitched, and he was blushing even harder than before. Face is red too. Yeah, a little bit. Might be from sunburn. Maybe it wasn't only this. Perhaps it was simply the last straw, but it was a big deal to Shiloh. A huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but you soon got an answer. Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses. Nobody is named Cove.
who asked you to come?
Who asked you to come? It was probably just your dad bugging 22's family some more, because you don't have anyone else who will ever play with you. Cove blinked. Tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to laugh off. Why? Why is everyone fighting? Cove and Lizzie are both rude. Yeah, a little bit. But they're children. Children are rude. Have you ever met a child? They're rude. It didn't seem like the kind of thing that he'd get upset about. Though, had you ever known what kind of thing would bother Shiloh? I'm sorry. Me too. I was just wondering. Hey, let's build another sandcastle. You tried to play on your own. We gotta build more? Nervously mess with the sand. You know what? Yeah, let's build another sandcastle. You guys apologize. Let's do it. Let's do it. Day's gonna be over soon. 22. You're right. Sun is going down so fast. Go on back to making more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Aw. Shadow's cheeriness was clearly gone. Cove looked as confused as ever about why the other boy had blown up. The air stayed uncomfortable the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment that Shadow's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. At least you tried to do something to resolve it, though, and it seemed like it helped. Even though Shadow's smile when he said goodbye to Cove wavered, it stayed as bright as ever for you. That had to count for something. I hope so. I hope we're making friends. But with Shiloh gone and the sun going down, you knew it was time for you and Cove to head to your own houses. The two of you trailed out of the park together toward the neighborhood. The walk home was quiet. You passed by familiar landmarks, shoes thumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up in thinking about something. You asked Cove what he's thinking. Something was definitely up, so you chose to reach out to him and ask, Hey Cove, is everything okay? You're making a funny face.
Oh.
Oh, I was just wondering. Cove fell silent again for a few more seconds and sighed. Why did Shadow act like that when I said he was all red a lot? You're being rude to him. He's just being a baby. You shouldn't make fun of him. I don't know. He's just Shiloh. He gets embarrassed. He gets embarrassed. Embarrassed? I didn't say anything that bad. Might have upset him anyway. I guess. I can get it. Why he would do that. Sometimes I get really mad too. Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cove's mood was still sour. Hey, 22, was Shiloh telling the truth? Huh? He gazed left yours as he dug the sole of his shoe into the ground. He looked oddly vulnerable for a second. Does my dad make you hang out with me? I know he talks to your moms about that a lot. An uncomfortable weight settled in your chest at the question. You liked spending time with Cove. You didn't even have to think hard about it. You knew you did. But you couldn't help feeling guilty. Cole still didn't know what happened when you met your Mr. Holden. Yeah, there's no way I'm telling him that. Nobody's making me spend time with me. No, we're not. I'm not telling him about that. No. Cole's shoulders relaxed. He hadn't even noticed that he had tensed up. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anyway, I didn't think you were pretending. I just wanted to make sure it was okay is all.
Thanks.
Thanks for telling me. Oh, you're welcome. Throat tightened. It was hard to meet Cole's earnest gaze again. Keeping secrets was hard. You're welcome. By now, the two of you were on the sidewalk near your houses. It was time to part ways. Say goodbye. You hug Cove goodbye. You know what? Sure. You're my friend. I'm gonna give you a hug. You stepped forward and wrapped your arms around him tightly. Turned your head, resting your cheeks on his shoulder. Cove stood there. I read horses. Yes, we returned to our horses to gallop into the sunset. Cove stood there awkwardly with his hands at his sides. He wasn't much of a hugger, but you didn't get the impression he was unhappy that you were. Bye, Cove. See you tomorrow. Oh, you look so embarrassed. Yeah, bye, 22. You pulled away, then jogged toward your house. When you looked back, you saw Cove making his way back home too, as if he felt your eyes on him. You turned around. He waved. You did too. Aww. Still felt a little unsure with what you were supposed to do about the deal Cove's dad had offered. Obviously not take it. It's very obvious. And definitely never tell him. Take that to your grave. You didn't want to say something bad. Something you shouldn't. You had no idea how Cove would take it either. It would be terrible if it made him feel bad. What if it didn't want to play with you anymore? Yeah, real. Can't believe his dad offered money. Like, for real, dude. Creepy. Creepy and wrong. Don't do that. Maybe have faith in your son? That could be a thing, too. Might change your mind sometime. It was always tomorrow, after all. But for now, it was definitely something that you'd keep to yourself. With a final look, you went inside your house. Okay. My throat is hurting. What's a Miranda kid $20? Yeah, I know, right? Get water. I have water. I've been drinking water. I've been sipping water. But I think I'm gonna need to call it here, just because my voice can't take it anymore. There's a whole lot of reading. Alright, Dada? Yes. I don't need that no more. Drink more. Bye. Bye, Lynn. It's been fun. Goodbye, guys. This has been awesome. This has been fun. I'm gonna try and get some DLC. I'm gonna work on getting some DLC for this, so we can have more stories. Who wants all the stories? Let's do all the stories. Yay.